describe me in 3 words. Complicated, positive, I don't know, feisty. You know what? I honestly, I've had so many blessings in my life. I honestly don't think about them sometimes, and then sometimes when I do think about it, like, oh wow, like, you know, I always thank God. Like, that's just my biggest thing. I always say thank you, God, for all my blessings. And I've been lucky. I feel like I've been really lucky. I worked really hard in my life, and I think the rewards show my hard work. Today in my career, I am pretty independent. I mean, I have an independent label called From the Rib. I'm basically my own boss. You know, I now employ a bunch of people to do things for me. The people that I want to do things for me. I'm doing more TV stuff, more movie stuff, being a producer. But I still perform. I perform all the time. I love my music. I still write. So yeah, it's a freedom place where I am in my career. It feels like a lot of freedom. Wow, it was a big transition. You know, I grew up on Interscope. I grew up, you know, in a machine basically of a major label with a lot of employees, and to go from that to being an independent label, it's on one hand it's kind of like amazing because I get to say and do whatever I want, but on the other hand, you know, I don't have that machine to push my records, to push my videos, to basically push everything that I need for me. Now my team is so small, so it's hard to reach all the people I kind of want to reach. But I feel like what's been helping me is that my fans, my core audience, my fans have been there, so it's been all right. My aim with my label is, I don't know. I mean, first it was just about me, because I wanted to get this album out. I wanted to get Lip Lock out, and I was like, I don't care how I gotta do it, I gotta do it. So now, you know, I have people sending me songs and videos and asking if they can be signed to my label. And what's crazy is I never thought about it. I never was like, I don't want to sign any artist. But now I'm thinking about it, so it might happen. Yeah, I mean, after Tambourine came out, there was supposed to be an album, Here I Am, and it was ready to go, completely done, and then Interscope decided they didn't want to put it out, and I felt mad. You know, I felt like disrespected. I felt I don't know, I just felt like fuck y'all. I don't know if I can say that, but sorry. You know, I felt like I grew up on this with all these people that will always have my back, and then all of a sudden nobody had my back. So I got a little depressed about it and thought that I was gonna quit music. I was like, I'm done, I don't want to do it. And then I thought about it, and it just made me more hungry again, actually, and that was it. Music, making music is easy, the business of music is hard. Honestly, people ask me that question, like, what is your best memory? I've gotten that question. I gotta say, like, I've been really lucky. I've done songs with some amazing people. You know, I've won 2 Grammys. I don't know, you know, even me having my own label is such an amazing thing for me in my career. I don't think it's not done yet. So it's hard for me to name one thing. I'm not done yet. Well, Lip Lock, I already knew. Like, Lip Lock to me was like going to Vegas and playing craps, like dice and rolling the dice. Just because I knew, you know, it didn't sound like, you know, First Lady of Rough Riders, didn't sound like Scorpion or Evolution. This was my album. This was like my grown-up album, I guess. And, you know, it was out the dogs. It was out without Rough Riders or DMX or anybody. So I knew people were gonna be like, yo, where's DMX? Yo, where's the Locks? Yo, where's Rough Riders? So I got a lot of that. But then, you know, I got a lot of people being like, oh damn, that's my girl, Eve. She grew up. I grew up with her. She sounds mature and I'm mature now, you know, so it was mixed. It was mixed. I got to perform songs live. It gets more response when I perform the new songs live off the album. So it's still growing, I guess. From here, you know, hip hop is my life. Hip hop made my life. So I'll never be out of hip hop. But at the same time, you know, I'm now in a space musically that I want to make inspiring music with other inspiring artists. So whether that's a jazz artist or a violinist or, you know, or an African artist or a Brazilian artist, like that's the kind of music I want to make now. I want to fuse my music into other people's music and with other cultures. I'm not working on the album physically, but I've been thinking about it, and I've been thinking about where I want to record it, because the location where you record your album is just as important. Like it's very important. So I'm thinking about where I want to spend 3 months and record the album, but yeah. I think there's so many dope artists in London. Labyrinth is amazing. Tiny Temper, obviously, you know, he's somebody that crossed over in the States really well. But then there's so many up and coming artists, like, you know, and so many different kinds of movements. You know, I've done dubstep stuff, which I love. I want to get into Afro beats, which is something I want to try to figure out. I think it's so dope. So I get inspired being in London. So I definitely want to work with some people here.